Have you ever wondered what it really takes to beat premature ejaculation? Well, I found what actually works way back in 2019. Since then, I've spent thousands of hours refining that process and testing it with real women. So today, I'll reveal a simple two-step roadmap to developing permanent control 100% naturally. You can start using it today, and this formula is so brutally effective, it'll work for even the worst premature ejaculators. No matter how long you last now, if you apply what's in this video, you can consistently last 10, 15, even 20 minutes, enough to outlast practically every woman you sleep with. Let's dive in. If you're anything like I was, you might think successfully lasting longer means gritting your teeth and holding on for dear life through one excruciating pump after another. But what if I told you that to finally reach 20, 15, 10, even 2 minutes, the secret isn't redlining every stroke, it's actually no sensitivity at all. That's the raw truth of why drugs and alcohol make it so hard to finish, because you're too wasted to feel anything. But most of us don't want to get shit-faced every time we have sex, so you need a reliable way to build that numbing effect, or what I call sensitivity resistance, naturally. And that brings us to step 1. I call this step static control. Static control is very simply the act of stopping mid-stroke to flush every ounce of sensitivity out of your body. With repeated practice, you gradually build a natural numbing effect, replacing the urge to explode on contact. When you master this, you'll go to slip it in and feel nothing at all. But why stop in place? Well, let's look at some benefits of this to find out why staying still is so incredibly powerful. Static control lets you maintain sensitivity. During sex, sensitivity is the #1 problem, but practicing alone, you want the sensitivity there so you can learn to stop it in real time. Immobilizing yourself inside your toy keeps sensitivity high enough to experiment, while at the same time ensures you don't orgasm while you're working. Static control buys you time. Between the sheets, you're too busy with your woman to ever get the chance to stop and work your technique. Static control completely eliminates the live partner problem. When a new urge appears, you can relax, take a deep breath, and take as much time as you need to work through it. And third, static control has an imprinting effect. It's hard to find a better way to get great at something than by doing the thing you want to be great at. Imitating how sex naturally unfolds imprints muscle memory in your body in every position you can think of. That means whatever you learn in practice will transfer in real life. And there's dozens of ways you can build control in this frozen solid position. You can use grounding techniques. You can focus on different things in your environment. You can do state switching from my course. You can breathe in certain ways. But don't worry too much about which one is best. They're all effective because they work on a simple premise. Keep your body in the homeostatic state for as long as humanly possible. See, your nervous system has 3 basic states. Your homeostatic, which is your everyday resting state. There's no arousal at all there. The sympathetic, which is the complete opposite. It's basically the point of no return. You know this as the fight or flight stage. And parasympathetic, which is everything in between. During sex, you pass through each of these stages like a passenger jet climbing through the clouds. And the higher you get makes each new stroke feel more intense than the last. But any one of these techniques will stop that cold. I don't want to weigh this video down with the science part, but if you want that, you can check out this video. But the takeaway is training your body to become unresponsive to the sensitivity by manipulating which state you're in. This means you can feel nothing when you're inside a toy or inside your woman, regardless if you're staying still or if you're moving. Not only that, combining multiple techniques increases their effect on which state you're in exponentially rather than doing them separately. And if you want to learn some now, you can just pop on any random video from my channel. Now, by the end of the static stage, your beliefs about what's possible is really starting to change. Before, you were at the mercy of your very own body, with the smallest touches and bare minimum pressure sending you into a tailspin. But in what took you just probably a few days' time, you made an incredible transformation from blowing at the drop of a hat to starting to get a few moments of control at different points in your practice. And that's where the real fun starts, dynamic control. This is where you start breaking barriers that you never thought possible. You're taking that sensitivity resistance you discovered in stage 1 and begin building slabs of protection by mimicking real-life scenarios you'll encounter behind closed doors with your woman. In my ebook, I laid out 22 of those real-life scenarios. It's way too much for this video, but if you want to find out what those are, comment ebook down below. I've since moved on to the video course since nobody really reads ebooks anymore. But if you want that, let me know in the comments. I'll dig it up for you and send it to you free of charge. Now, dynamic control isn't just about real-life scenarios. It's about transformation. This is a very exciting stage where you go from maybe 5-10 seconds and start breaking those 1 minute, 2-minute, 5-minute barriers. And that's when you really start to see, wow, I can do this. I'm starting to leave my old self behind and become something new. That exciting new reality comes from stretching your control muscle in doggy style, missionary, reverse cowgirl, from the back. All the positions you normally struggle in, you attack individually, starting with a single stroke, building until you reach 5, 10, 15 minutes or longer. And now I know what you're probably thinking, did he just say starting with a single stroke? Well, you'll learn this for yourself soon, but in the beginning, that new control muscle is really delicate. It's fragile. You know how fast it can happen. I think of it as kind of like balancing a teacup on the end of a pencil. All it takes is one small push and the whole damn thing comes crashing to the ground. Starting small with just one stroke inside your toy allows you to hyper focus on keeping that teacup stable without the pressure of a real live woman, which massively increases your chance of success. And that's why this method is so brutally effective. It leaves nowhere for your premature ejaculation to hide. So to get the full effect, do yourself a favor and swallow your ego just for the duration of these exercises so you can see what the true power of mastering just one stroke can do. Because ask yourself, what is sex really? It's simply a collection of strokes, one after the other. And if you can't do one, you can't do 10. And if you can't do 10, you can't do 50. And if you can't do 50, you might as well kiss your chances of ever making your girl orgasm goodbye. The good news is, just like mastering control is the hardest part of stage 1, mastering the first stroke is the hardest part of stage 2. The hard stuff is all front loaded, guys. It truly gets easier as you go. So even though it'll test your limits of what's really possible, you don't want to make the unfortunate mistake of quitting before you get there. Because when you finally experience what it's like lasting long enough to satisfy your woman, that feeling is not just as good as you think it is 1,000 times better. And I want that for you. So to make sure that happens, I'm testing something new. I'm giving away 30 days free coaching with me and access to my full video course, both completely free. All I ask is for a short review when the 30 days is up, and it can be anonymous too. There's a quick Google form below. I'll get you access to the course as soon as you submit it. It's only 7 questions and it should take you about 5 minutes to complete. I'm only taking on 5 to 10 people, so if beating premature ejaculation is truly a priority for you, make sure to get your form in before those slots are filled.